Hi, and thanks for tuning in for another Speed Trap Consulting Turbo Description video. I know that there hasn't been a video released in quite a while. Unfortunately, that's due to the fact that we've been extremely busy trying to make sure everybody's surviving and staying healthy during this global pandemic. And unfortunately, that has affect supply chains and materials when it comes to any type of new development. So we apologize if we haven't been on scene on Facebook or other social media lately. We've either been busy trying to take care of some things, and we just did want to bore you with stuff that's just going around the lab when we're able to do so. But today I am extremely excited to be able to introduce to you something that's part of our new line that we have developed specifically for those in our Interceptor, Predator series, and Silver Surface series turbochargers in journal bearing form. What do we have here, you ask? And that is our new 71 millimeter wheel diameter exhaust wheel and shaft from Speed Trap Consulting in conjunction with TDR Racing for the journal bearing series. What we wanted to do was be able to introduce a new turbine wheel into the market that's going to be able to work with the general journal bearing series for three of our most popular journal bearing turbochargers that we've had for over the last 5 years. At the same time, we wanted to be able to use a profile that's been tried and true without having to go through a whole lot of R&D and a lot of over expense necessary. But we wanted to keep durability and longevity a key factor for our turbochargers like we always do with everything. We've noticed over the years is as much as we would like to be able to change a few things, we want to be able to make sure that in the end, the turbocharger can last as reasonably long as possible. So that meant during our development that we would have no reduced material on the turbine wheel to be able to try and follow more fluid dynamic efficiency because it actually sacrifices durability and longevity. We wanted to use the same profile as the GT series because it is tried and true. As we can tell, this is a similar 10 blade count as the GT series with the same profile. But we wanted to be specific, especially for the journal bearing users, because of the fact that we can always go to the ball bearing series as part of the GT series when we make ours, or we can use another combination that might be able to work. We decided to use the 71 millimeter because it was the most popular with our Silver Surfer, Predator, and Interceptor turbochargers that we've had out for a number of years, especially for our journal bearing enthusiasts. This gives a great option and choice for those that wanted to still be able to do something a little bit different than the usual manufacturers, and at the same time have the security, longevity, and peace of mind that you have from Garrett turbochargers, like we've always done. So, like the standard journal bearing series and any of the turbochargers, it still is a turbine wheel and shaft that is inconel-coated treated steel alloy for both its wheel and shaft, and that it's been precision balanced for higher speeds without the need to shave material on the blades or the hub assembly, which again ensures durability and longevity. It's also been profiled to work with our standard 360-degree thrust bearing and journal bearing kits that we have, so if we do find that there is one that needs to be repaired and its turbine wheel has been completely damaged, more than likely we will replace it with this particular wheel. We will not take currently working turbochargers and substituting exhaust wheels out. That's really going to be saved for new products and those that need severe repair. It only currently works again with our journal bearing units. Just remember, for our ball bearing units, we still do use the GT series ball bearing CHRAs, but don't worry, 74 millimeter and 65 millimeter turbine wheels are going to be coming soon. Hopefully, supply regimes will still be able to work in our favor as they've been doing so for this development. Let's show you a comparison. So what I have here are both our new 71 millimeter and the standard 60 millimeter turbine wheels from our GT ball bearing series, including the GTX Generation 1 and Generation 2 turbine wheels. This turbine wheel is extremely efficient and has been greatly used in our Banshee TR3030R Velociraptors, as well as the Gen 2 GTX 3076Rs and GTX 3071Rs. The reason why we follow this particular profile is, again, we believe in that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yes, it does have a very similar profile and look and number of blades as they did with the actual GT series. But like if you notice, this is made for the journal bearing hat. This one was made especially from the GT series for the ball bearing cartridge hat. So there's a difference in length of shaft and utility, so this is why they cannot cross with one another. But if you notice, at 71 millimeters, we wanted to have better efficiency. We can only do so much with the compressor wheel to be able to make efficiency. Don't get me wrong, we still love the traditional 71 millimeter turbine wheel and shaft that Garrett does use, but we needed to have a change in the profile for this later on because as compressor wheel development was going on, we were finding that the holdback for more power, more efficiency with more efficient boost levels was in the turbine wheel. So we decided to go this route instead. Okay. Right now, like I stated earlier, we only have this for the 71mm turbocharger in journal bearing configuration. So those that have a Silver Surfer, Predator, Interceptor, all would be able to qualify for this in the journal bearing configuration. Those that have on a ball bearing configuration, still trying to use this profile, would need to go to the GTR series set of the Interceptor, TR33R, Velociraptor, and others. Okay, so this is a great way, but don't worry, 65 millimeter for those for our Hunter series. Are going to be coming out hopefully pretty soon, as well as the 74 millimeter series, which is going to be for our Reaper, our Dreadnoughts, and our Terminators are also going to be coming out sometime hopefully in 2021. But we thought that we wanted to introduce this to you first. This is actually coming out now in our Silver Surfers, Interceptors, and Predators. So if you have any questions, please go ahead, give us an email at info@speedtrapconsulting.com. We'd love to answer your questions. And if you need also contact us another way is sales@speedtrapconsulting.com. That's the best way to get a hold of us so we can get back to you as soon as possible. Again, thanks again for the number of years that we've hopefully been able to help you and for the support that we've received and gained from our turbocharger community. Take care, be safe, stay healthy.